Hi guys, I'm Wiley.
And I'm Trin.
And today we are here with some members from Marching Band. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Mason. I'm the center snare, battery section leader, and percussion captain.
My name is Alex Guthrie. I'm trumpet section leader, brass captain. Been doing marching band for 4 years.
Nice.
Awesome.
So have I.
Nice. How did you guys get involved in marching band?
Well, we both went to the same junior high, and our junior high band director really encouraged marching band. For me, he was a percussionist for a long time. He directed marching band and its drum line. And so I was like, I'm totally marching. He had talked about it so much, and I showed us a bunch of clips of stuff, and I always was like, I'm totally doing that. And I kind of committed to it and have loved it.
Yeah, my parents, when I was growing up, would show me clips of like the ASU marching band because they went to ASU. And then my brother actually went to Red Mountain before me, and he did marching band.
Oh, that's
and so
cool.
I just got involved in it that way, and I enjoyed it. So I just continued to do it.
Nice. So you said you play drums and then you're trumpet. So how long have you guys been playing those instruments, and like what kind of goes into learning them, and is it like difficult, or just talk a little bit about that.
Oh, man. I've been playing trumpet since the 5th grade. So
Oh, wow.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 8 years now.
8
This is my
years.
8th year of playing trumpet. It's just a huge learning curve because it's like normally people think you're just blowing it's the easiest thing in the world, but you get a real shock the first time you put the instrument onto your face. But yeah, it took some adjusting, but like once I got it, it just felt really natural over time. And so it was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been drumming since 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just joined band in 5th grade. I was like, I want to hit stuff. That sounds fun.
Oh, yeah. Understandable. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have asthma, so I was like, well, that's a better option than, trumpet
Yeah.
or saxophone or something like that. Yeah, and, kind of like trumpet, you put sticks in your hand for the first time, and you're like, well, smack, that works, right? Nope.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to
Plot
it than,
twist.
but it's in, all your other cheesy licks, but it's definitely a learning curve. It takes a lot of touch, a lot of patience, a lot of time
Yeah.
of just sitting there with a drum pad, just
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
just
Yeah.
reps and reps and reps.
So can you tell us a little bit about what you guys do here in marching band at Red Mountain?
Yeah, so the marching band, there's a bunch of stuff we do. So specifically drumline for home games. We march the halls. It's kind of been a tradition for as long as I've been marching here. So Friday morning of home games, we'll march around the school and, play
Yeah.
our cadences and stuff. And then we go to all the football games, home and away. There are some exceptions, like we didn't go to California for the team's game this year, but we did go to Tucson.
How was that?
That was
Long car ride.
It was
Yeah.
annoying because that was like a 2-hour drive. We
Yeah.
ate dinner, and then there was a storm. It wasn't actually raining, but there was they called it like a lightning warning or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we
That's
left, and the
fantastic.
football kept going, and we left after like
First
quarter and a half. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was annoying, but
Totally worth the 2-hour drive down there
Right.
to leave after the first quarter.
yeah, football games.
At least we got fancy buses, though.
Yeah, marching
That's
halls
good.
and stuff. Alex, you want to talk about competitions?
Yeah, so starting in October, we usually are doing competitions, and that's where we're going to other schools, and then we get judged on our performances against other schools in our division. And so we're a Division II school. That means we're like within like the second largest group of schools in terms of how many people are in band. So we do that, and right now we just got first place at our first competition.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Good
participated
job.
in. And so we're hoping to make it to Super State and make this the first year that Red Mountain wins. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Great job. So marching band probably has like a bunch of routines, right? I don't know anything about this. So like it has a bunch of routines like how you march and stuff. Right. So what goes into the preparation of that, and like how long are practices? How often do you practice? Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you. Last season, we put in roughly 250 hours of work over 2 months in total for all of our practices.
And that's not counting football games.
Yeah, that's not even counting football games. That's morning practices. We're out there at 6:45, and we go all the way till 8 for practice. And we do that 4 out of the 5 days of the week. And we do that all the way from beginning of school to like mid-November. We also have band camp the first 2 weeks. It's all day, 5 days a week for the first 2 weeks before school.
Yeah.
At the end of summer.
Oh, that's great.
And then it's a pretty rigorous schedule for us.
Yeah.
And then we have Tuesday nights every week, like 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Whoa.
And then back in May, we have, for drumline, we have what are called shops, which it's kind of a cool mix between like a clinic and like an audition. So you have 8th graders who haven't played marching drums before coming in, learning how to play, and our techs and all the adults can see, you know, how they play and then work on fitting them to a part and what, you know, what we want them for in the upcoming season. So it's, you know, stuff for this season started back, for us, it started back in March.
Wow.
For drumline.
Yeah.
Dang.
Takes a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
Darn right it does.
Yeah.
Worth it though.
With like so much commitment, have you guys had any like roadblocks in scheduling, either like with your personal or school life, just mixing with band?
Yeah. So I learned I was kind of late to getting my first job. I got it back in, I think, January or February this year. And then I realized pretty quickly that I wasn't going to be able to handle working and marching at the same time and doing schoolwork. So during marching season, I decided to sacrifice working, you know, because I'm fortunate enough to be able to sacrifice that. So I can focus on school and I can focus on marching and the music kind of stuff that I love. Alex, you got anything?
Uh-oh.
I do.
Oh, no.
So to put it like this, last season we had Tuesday night practice, and I got home at 9:45 because I had to stay after to help put away everything. And I still had multiple hours of homework to do. I ate second dinner, and then I worked until 3 a.m. in the morning trying to get all my homework done that I had because I was taking an AP class and also a full schedule load. But then it's even like, you know, just the simple things of like, oh, sorry, I can't go to youth group at church on Tuesday nights because Tuesday night band practice, right? But it's just, you know, it's just part of who I am at this point. So it's,
Yeah,
I don't sweat it too much.
Yeah, that kind of made me think. I forgot. Going into high school, I kind of was on the fence of, did I want to march or did I want to play golf? Because those seasons are so on top of each other, and they have golf practices. I don't actually remember when they practice, but they have a lot of competitions on Tuesday afternoons. And, you know, with our Tuesday practices, that doesn't work. They have a bunch of stuff on Fridays and Saturdays with football games competitions. That doesn't work. So I chose marching. I don't regret it because marching is something I can only do until I'm 20. I don't even know what the DCI age is, 24?
It's 21 if you want to compete competitively as a job.
Oh, dang.
So
I decided to march while I could. Golf I can do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
What are your guys's like proudest accomplishments, or something that you're just like really proud of that you've enjoyed?
in terms of marching band?
In terms of marching band,
okay, in terms of marching band. So 2020, COVID-19 happened.
Yeah.
That was a marching band killer. Every single school lost so many people because you lose an entire quarter of your band from the incoming class of freshmen. And so then 2021 was kind of a rebuild year for us. We had low expectations for it. But we were still able to push through and get third place at Super State, which was like, that was huge for us because we dropped an entire division. So we were, I was really proud of just the commitment of everybody being able to pull through and do that, especially in a rebuild year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and that was season of 21 after 2020 had screwed us over. For me, 2019 was something special because, you know, it's my freshman year. Going into it, I had a vague idea of what I was getting into, but didn't really know until, you know, I marched onto the field for my, you know, my first competition, and you know, you can visibly see me shaking from the top of the stand. But my freshman year, we got second place.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
At Super State, so our finals. We had been kind of playing around, going back and forth with, was it Desert Ridge? Yeah, we were going back and forth with Desert Ridge for second place.
Oh, wow.
And they Mesa High took first place.
Mesa High took first. They had kind of been consistently ahead all year. But we had gone back and forth with Desert Ridge, and we managed to pull out second place, which we were super proud of. I still have vivid memory. I still kind of get chills thinking about being announced second or Red Mountain with a score of
86.594.
There you go. 86.54. I just remember that moment was kind of like, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to put it into perspective, the year before, Red Mountain was consistently getting 6th, 7th, 8th place.
Yeah.
So that was like,
Okay. Oh yeah, that's
we
a
came
big
in
leap.
and we showed them how to get it done, you know?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was a jump. It was
That's
certainly
awesome.
something to remember.
Would you guys recommend band to either kids who might be interested or incoming freshmen, and why?
So I'm gonna have to try and sound as unbiased as I can here. But definitely, if you're thinking about it, show up, right? At least show up to pre-camp, which is in May. And then especially, if you're a percussionist, show up to chop shops. It's a good way to, get a taste of playing whatever instrument you're interested in, or even just, seeing everything and, deciding I want to play that, right? But I'd absolutely recommend it. It's kind of it's an instant home. You spend so many hours and so much time and go through so many tough things with such a large group, not just in your section of the same instrument, but with the whole band. It's just kind of an instant home. You kind of have an instant group of friends to fall back on. Yeah. And especially as a freshman, you have seniors and juniors and sophomores who have all done this before and have also, gone through high school classes before.
Yeah.
Right. So like if you're a freshman, I don't know, taking say geometry or something like that, you can ask, nearly any of your upperclassmen. Yeah. Like, hey, I'm struggling here. Can I get some help? It's just a really interesting dynamic to have uppers and upperclassmen and lowerclassmen so tight together. I feel like you don't get that much anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm pretty biased. I've been in marching band technically for 6 years now because my brother was in it before. And so like my parents were always out at the competitions. So I just started coming along too.
Oh, nice.
I got to like interact with like the band dads who are doing like all the operation stuff. Great group
That's
of guys.
cool.
And it's like the band moms are like the sweetest people on planet
The
Earth.
band moms,
when
love
they
that.
want to be.
When they were
want
okay.
to
Or
be.
when business needs to get done, then they are also your like
I wouldn't say enemy. They're just
no, not
they're
enemies,
just
but they're your boss.
they're a
They-
reminder.
Yeah,
You
they
better
get, they
pay-
get stuff done.
Yeah, they get what needs to get done, and so but no, marching band it's just been a great experience for all 4 years here at Red Mountain. And it's just been something that continues to keep giving to me and my family. So.
Nice. And
I think that's it that
Yeah.
we have for you guys today. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming
thank you
down.
so much.
guys did great.
Awesome. Thank you.
that wraps it up. We're all good.
Yep.
Adios.
Clap sync.